Hello and welcome to the Outlifting Lounge.
This is the podcast that's all about pride, fitness, and everything in between. I'm Derek.
And I'm Alan. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button below.
So, what is in store for episode 3 today, Alan?
Well, we definitely need to talk about Drag Race UK Snatch Game.
I definitely want to talk about gay Christmas at the beach.
And if we're talking about that, we need to talk about Winter Pride Gran Canaria.
Yes. And death at the Yumbo Centre.
Oh, and how you can ditch the douche.
I hope you don't mean me.
No comment.
Okay, let's get the show started.
So how's your week been?
The week's been good. Just lots of gym, lots of dog walks, and it's quite nice when we've been out because we're going around Maspalomas, Playa del Inglés, and there's you can see it getting busier and busier and busier now, eh?
Yeah, like when we were out on Thursday night, we were obviously around the Yumbo for a wee bit, and you can feel that pre-Winter Pride build-up, and I love it. I get really, really excited because it was a bit busy, but not too busy, but we know from kind of Monday, tomorrow onwards, it's going to be mental.
The buzz is building. You can feel the excitement in the air from all the gays. I was driving earlier and I saw a hire car pull up, and it was just full of gays and their suitcases all getting into the hotel.
How do you know they were gay?
Well, that's maybe, I think I might have assumed their sexuality.
There was a trail of sparkle behind them.
Well, there was a trail of something behind.
Beginning with SP.
Yeah. So yeah, they left a trail of sparkle.
Okay.
And it's really good seeing it come to life. And I really enjoyed that little impromptu night out that we had on Thursday because it wasn't planned. It was just impromptu. We went out for some food. We took our dog haggis and then we went to the Yumbo Centre because Sparkles, one of the main drag bars there, were playing Drag Race UK, and they had a very special guest, didn't they?
Yes, Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde, who used to work in Sparkles.
Used to work in Sparkles. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. She was on stage on Thursday night because they were showing her episode. Well, not her episode. Oh,
It was her episode.
oh, spoiler.
Just so you know, there will be spoilers for Drag Race UK, so if you're not caught up with the latest episode, which was Snatch Game, maybe catch up before you listen to this.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like her share as a chair was fantastic, and the one-liner she was coming away with was just brilliant.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and
Phenomenal.
the bar was packed out. There was so much love for her in the bar, and then she did a little Q&A afterwards as well, which was quite nice.
And she was wearing her runway look from that episode as well, so it was quite nice.
Aye, she looked amazing.
See it side by side on the big screen and on her.
And she's actually performing on Monday night in Sparkles.
Yeah, we should go.
Well, I don't know. We've got a lot on this week with Winter Pride.
We do.
We're in our mid-40s, remember?
Yeah. Never. I am forever 25.
No.
Yeah, we'll talk about Winter Pride in a moment. Let's finish talking because I have things to say. I have quite a lot to say about Bonnie and Clyde's performance.
Okay. Good.
I fell in love with that. I think it's one of the best Snatch Game performances in history.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Aye. And there's some amazing Snatch Game performances that we always talk about.
Yeah.
And that was definitely, I would say top 3, easy.
I think you might be right. It was so creative. It was so conceptual. It could have gone so badly wrong, but it was polished. She had perfected that character. She knew exactly who it was. She had the point of view down to a T. And every line that she came out with was hilarious.
And she actually made Rue laugh, but not, Rue's fake laugh that she does. She actually was belly laughing.
Yeah.
And you know that if Rue's doing that, then you've got her.
Yeah, totally. And it was an amazing night to be in Sparkles for that because the whole crowd were there. They were all cheering on Bonnie and Clyde, and everybody was laughing at every single joke because it was really landing.
Yeah.
And it was when they announced the winner. And we'll put a little clip up actually. So if you're watching the video version of this, I'll put a little shaky handheld clip that I took.
And we were sober that night as well. I don't know why it was so shaky.
Yeah, it's because I was so excited.
Is that what happens when you get excited? Lucky me.
Alan knows what happens when I get excited.
I know you nearly took my out this morning. Can we put that in? Probably not.
Yes.
Let's see what happens in the edit.
Yes, it's just innuendo. It's fine. It's okay. So who else do we like in Snatch Game?
Catherine Phelan's doing Bonnie Tyler. Absolutely brilliant.
Amazing.
Those one-liners that she had as well. And she was doing it kind of like Rock Profiles-esque, if anybody knows what Rock Profiles is.
It was very Rock Profiles. Like, I love, my favorite Rock Profiles ever is the Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey. It's Matt Lucas and David Williams with Jamie Theakston interviewing them. And that is just so super funny.
You should maybe put a tiny wee clip of that up on the video section as well.
Or I could just do an impersonation.
No.
The diamonds they often never saw.
She doesn't have the range.
She doesn't have the range.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to need to put
Maybe
that
I think you might need to put something up for a bit of context. But
yeah. I'll definitely put a link anyway to the YouTube of the Rock Profile episode. But yeah, her Bonnie Tyler was very Rock Profile, Matt Lucas-esque.
Yeah, and again, kind of a bit left field, which we that's our kind of sense of humor, isn't it? We love that kind of thing.
The other one as well was is it Lady Cassandra from Doctor Who? The face that's being stretched.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite good.
Yeah, that was a good episode this week.
It was a very good episode this week. Long may it last, and here's hoping that we see Bonnie and Clyde in the final and hopefully winning.
Yeah.
We're Team Bonnie, aren't we?
Team Bonnie. Right, let's talk about Winter Pride then, one of our favourite times of the year.
Oh, okay then.
So a little bit of background about Winter Pride. So I've been to Winter Pride before, and Derek and I had our first holiday in Gran Canaria in 2017, and it was over Winter Pride. And Derek had never experienced before, and it turns out that actually Winter Pride, but specifically the 11th of November, is now one of your favourite days of the year because it's the German carnival down on the beach, and basically everyone's in fancy dress. And I told Derek this the first time we came over, and he didn't believe me. And I was like, no, we need to get a fancy dress costume. So we dressed up as always, sexy bunnies. And Derek was so like hesitant about it because you were like, oh, are people actually going to be in fancy dress down the beach? I was like, trust me, they will be. We'll be the odd ones out if we don't do fancy dress. And it turns out that you love it.
So I just want to correct you actually, because you said that it was one of my favorite days of the year.
Oh, sorry.
It's my favorite day of the year.
Favorite day of the year.
So yeah, it is my favorite day of the year. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's as I refer to it, it's Gay Christmas.
Gay Christmas, yeah.
Gay Christmas. Everybody's dressed up, and it's more fun than Halloween because it's more of a kind of a party carnival atmosphere, but everybody's in fancy dress. And quite often, so there's kind of two things that I really love about it. One is that a lot of the fancy dress is quite weird and wacky. Like, people just dress up as these like mad creations. Like, people get really, really creative.
Anything goes, just anything. There's no theme, is there? It's just like you dress up as whatever you want.
Yeah. And then the other thing I really like about it as well is that you get the same groups of people going back year after year after year. So you get to know them when you go back year after year. And people in their groups do like group themed costumes. So you get there's a huge contingent of Dutch people that come. There's maybe like 30 or 40 of them. And they all have like the same costume, and it's always bright. There's a bright orange element of it because they're Dutch. And they're always like kind of standing together as a big crowd.
And don't forget Craig. We need to mention Craig and his gang.
Yes, absolutely. Our German friends.
Scottish German.
Scottish.
I don't know if Craig knows that we call him that.
No, I don't think he does.
He's originally from Glasgow. He's been living in Germany for loads of years. And I met him here on holiday years ago before I knew you. And then each year we catch up with them on the beach. And they've always got amazing group costumes as well. So we can't wait.
They do.
But they don't tell us what it is until the day. So we don't get to see, well, we only see it on the day. And they're always phenomenal.
They're very, very good. So they did, I think my favorite one of theirs, so I've got two favorites of theirs so far. So one, they dressed up as firefighters.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, they had the little fire hydrant, they had a siren, and that was quite fun.
Yeah.
And then the other one that I really loved was the Cookie Monster.
I knew you were going to say that. That was
loved it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so can't wait to see what they're dressed up as this year. And obviously each year, our costumes, not more elaborate, but they've got better because
I learned how to sew.
Well, yeah.
Year one, it was like stuff that we bought on Wish, which was, I don't even know if Wish is still a thing. So it's like Temu kind of stuff.
It was basically bunny ears and a bunny tail on a pair of black Speedos.
Yeah. It was a bit basic, but it worked. So then it got more elaborate over the years. So then I think the second year was the year that we dressed up as sexy doctors, was it? We were Dr.
Dick Handler.
and Dr. Willie Stroker.
We actually had NHS lanyards with those names on it. And then we had our big boards that had free health checkups.
Yes.
And we had our stethoscopes, and we were making sure that everybody was in tip-top condition, shall we say.
Coffees. That was fun.
That was good.
fun.
That was good.
That was interactive, so that was very fun.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse, we did that one year.
Yes. A certain famous mouse.
Copyright.
Copyright. So yeah, we had the big gloves, which were impossible to hold a drink with.
Yeah. I know we didn't really think that one through, did we?
And we had our little noses painted black and the ears and stuff.
And red jock straps.
And red jock straps, which were pretty much see-through. Thank God it's a clothing optional beach, otherwise we might have been arrested.
We also did Sexy, Woody from Toy Story.
Disney are definitely going to sue us. The Woody one I'm quite proud of because I made that all from scratch. So the shirt that Woody wears is the yellow with red check shirt, and I couldn't find that fabric anywhere. So I went to a supplier in the UK that prints rolls of fabric and got that specially printed. The same with the cow print fabric. So I made little cow print harnesses. And we had the hats, we had the boots with Andy written on the bottom with the end back to front.
Yes. Attention to detail.
Attention to detail. We had little strings with the rings at the back, a little pull string. And the piece that I'm most proud of, which was the denim jock straps. So I made those from 2 old pairs of jeans and some elastic.
And everybody kept asking, where did you get them?
Yeah, I actually had people asking me that day if I would make them one, and they would pay me money to make it.
But then you would have to do pants the way that Joey's Taylor does pants in Friends. That's how they do pants.
The people I was talking to that day probably would prefer me to measure their inside leg that way, with a cup and
a little cuppage.
Side. Yeah, so that was a pretty good year. We also, I think we did our super gaze on the beach.
Yeah.
So that was one that I'd made from scratch as well. So huge big rainbow capes. We bought meters and meters and meters of fabric in 6 different colors to make the rainbow capes. And the harnesses to hold the capes and stuff, and even the swimming trunks that we'd made with the shiny fabric.
On our Pride Progress shield.
Yes, our little Pride Progress shield at the front, our little crest.
So I think we might put up some photos from previous years on our story or on our Instagram.
Yeah, we might even, if people are watching this podcast on YouTube, we'll put some photos up as well to let people see.
Yeah. Because we might recycle some of the costumes this week.
Yeah, we've been a wee bit busy. I have not had time to make a new costume. We have got a very special costume in the planning stage for May Pride.
Yeah.
But we're not ready with it just yet. We have the fabric. Again, we had to get the fabric specially printed for that. So we're going to start creating that after Winter Pride's over. But this year, Winter Pride's going to be a recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah. 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 A couple of our favourites that we love.
Yes. I think, right, why don't we talk about what we're going to do for the beach party?
Okay.
May as well give that away. Because we have done it before.
Right, let me do the impression and see if anybody gets what it is. I fixed the toilet.
Alan has never played a Mario game in his life. We are going to be Mario and Luigi.
Yes. Full title.
Super Mario and Super Luigi?
Sexy. Hello. Everything has sexy in the front of it.
So sexy Mario and sexy Luigi. People probably can't tell if they're watching this, but Alan,
I know what you're going to say.
Alan's a little bit shorter than me.
Pocket size.
Alan's a pocket gay. Bijou. What would an estate agent, if an estate agent was trying to rent you out?
Hey, careful.
Estate agent. If an estate agent was trying to rent you out or sell you, they would describe you as bijou. Cozy.
Perfectly sized.
Perfectly sized.
I'm going to quickly digress a little bit here, but when I used to be on the apps, we know what ones, Scruff, Grindr, all those kind of ones. I used to say that my height was 5'7", right?
I know you did.
I know this is for everyone that doesn't know. But I'm actually 5'5". I'm an actual short arse. And I remember I met a guy once to go on a date, and I turned up, and the first thing he said to me was, "You're short." I went, "Yeah, no. Where's the rest of you?" So yeah, and it's funny because like when people sometimes meet me in IRL in real life, they're always quite surprised because they think I'm quite tall on social media.
So before we met IRL, I'd obviously seen you on the apps, and I am not one of those guys that looks at height and all those things, because it's not important to me. It's the person that's important. So I hadn't looked at your height on the app anyway. So I wasn't expecting you to be 5'7". So it didn't really come as a surprise that you weren't 5'7".
I wasn't.
Yeah, but your handle, your name on the app was Scrappy Doo.
Aye.
And it didn't click to me that that's why you were called Scrappy Doo. And yeah, the first time I saw you, I was like, oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting. But, after talking to you the first time, I realized why you were called Scrappy Doo, because you have got Scrappy Doo energy. You're just so, like, you've got a zest for life. You just want to get in there. Let me at him.
Let me at him.
Let me at him.
The first time I saw you, I was on my tiptoes.
You were being held back because you were going, let me at him.
Could you see you across the bar? I had to literally go on my tiptoes.
We call that your meerkat. Alan meerkatted. So will we tell the whole story?
What was the whole story?
So I had seen you on Grindr.
No, we're not telling this story. That's definitely for another time. Okay, moving on. What's pride?
I had seen you on Grindr. I could not believe that this beautiful man
Oh, whatever.
was in Glasgow and he was so close to me. And I thought, I didn't actually send a lot of messages on Grindr when I was single. I didn't really like being on Grindr when I was single. And I thought, I need to shoot my shot with this guy. So I sent you a message and you never replied. And then like 2 weeks later, you saw me on Scruff and you sent me a message. And I thought to myself, that's that guy that didn't reply to me. And it's a Sunday afternoon and he's probably looking for something in particular right now. And I'm like, nah. So I didn't reply to you.
I've just been friendly. Just start a chat.
And then it was maybe like a month or two after that we saw each other IRL across a bar, and we locked eyes with each other, and I don't think we've stopped looking at each other since. 8 long years later, 8.5.
8.5. Well done. You didn't paint me to be that bad.
Do you know what? I think anybody that's listening to this who is gay or bi, who has been on those apps, which is probably 100% of the people, know what the apps are like. Like, they are quite desolate and devastating sometimes.
In my defense, I wasn't in a good place mentally and stuff like that at the time. And we've always said that if we did meet on the apps, then we probably wouldn't be where we are just now.
It would have been a one and done situation.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Or did you get a taxi? See you later.
That was great. Yeah, your neighbour's outside.
Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe. I think I'd have gone back for seconds and thirds, but.
I'm not saying that.
So that was 8.5 long years ago, and we're still together. We're happily married.
Yes.
So things worked out the way they were meant to work out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. There's a costume idea for the beach one year. Scooby and Scrappy.
Yeah.
We can get
Maybe a bit warm though.
we can get sued by who are they, like Hanna-Barbera or
Yeah.
we get sued by Disney and Hanna-Barbera.
Great.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi, back to what we're actually talking about.
Sexy Mario.
Sexy
and
Mario.
Sexy Luigi.
Sexy Luigi.
So yeah, the
So
height
obviously,
difference.
yeah, I'm Mario.
And I'm Luigi.
Yeah. So if anyone's here for Winter Pride and you see us down the beach on Tuesday, Mario and Luigi, then definitely come and say hi. And actually, anytime over Winter Pride, we're going to be out on the Tuesday, we're going to be out on the Friday, the Tropicana Beach Party, and then obviously on the Saturday for the big parade. But we might pop down the Yumbo for some other nights as well.
Yeah. And we'll probably be out and about with our dog Haggis,
Yeah.
little Labradoodle.
Yes.
So
But don't forget my dad's here as well, so we've got a babysitter, which is good. So we might not actually have Haggis out as much as what we normally would.
True.
So we're having a dog-free few days.
Yes. I think we deserve it.
Aye.
I think we deserve it. Do you know, I probably should say that we see quite a lot of Mario and Luigi costumes at Pride, so we will be the ones with the sparkly plungers.
And that's not a euphemism. We actually do have sparkling lunges.
I sparkled them myself. And we've got our cute little shorts that I made
Yes.
on the sewing machine.
Don't give the whole costume away.
Okay.
But we also have our cute little bags
Our cute little bags.
on the back.
and our
One's
little baseball
Mario
caps.
and one's Luigi.
So yeah, if
That's the whole costume.
that's the whole costume.
Because it's sexy.
because it's sexy. So if anybody does see us, and you you know us, so we will probably end up in the Yumbo Centre for a drink after the beach.
After, yeah.
Still dressed up as Mario and
Because they're doing the after party thing there as well.
They are doing the after party, so that'll be good. And there's plenty coming up. So like the Friday pool party with the Venga boys.
Yes.
Really looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then the pre-parade party that we're going to go to at Ritual with Miss Claudia, who's one of the drag kings we spoke about last week.
Yes.
From Terry's. And then we've got the actual parade, which is, well, they call it Pride Walk. It's a bit different from Summer Pride, isn't it? It's the Pride Walk. There's 2 big floats. Then everybody starts at the Rio. And then there's about 30,000 people walking up the street up towards the Yumbo. It's such a good atmosphere.
And it's not like some other pride parades where they're kind of cordoned off. Like London Pride Parade is cordoned off and you need to have a wristband to be in the parade. Here, it's very much like everybody just joins in.
Yeah. It's much more fun on the street because you get to talk to people, you can get your pictures taken with people. And then there's loads of people there that don't realise it's on. I say loads of people, the straights, because then you see them lighting the street and they're just like, what the f*** is happening here?
It's so much fun.
It's really good. I'm looking forward to the Saturday.
Yeah, so all that to look forward to this week. And obviously we're still going to be working in between.
Taking a few days off here and there.
Because that's the thing, since we moved here, we don't really go on holiday because we're kind of like in a holiday destination anyway. So
I rub it in.
So this is us just like taking some days off for holiday. So that's fun.
Yeah. So on the Saturday, obviously that's the main day, but throughout the week, there's loads of events on in the Yumbo, especially on the main stage. And I love Winter Pride over Summer Pride because they actually get some big acts on in the Yumbo, don't they? Rather than Summer Pride, where there's a lot of just like DJs.
A lot of DJs in Summer Pride, but I think as well as that, it's catering to a different crowd at Summer Pride because there's a lot more Spanish people are there for Summer Pride. So a lot more of the acts and entertainment are really good Spanish acts. But I think Winter Pride is it feels a little bit more international.
Yeah.
And that's reflected in the entertainment as well on stage.
Yeah.
So it's good fun.
Yeah. So Winter Pride, and the weather's still lovely at Winter Pride as well, which is nice. So you can spend your nights in the Yumbo, but you can also sunbathe, no bother, around the pool and at the beach during Winter Pride. I'm sounding like I'm working for the Spanish tourist board here.
We could maybe get a sponsorship.
I know. But the reason I'm saying that is like, it's perfect sunbathing weather, just to relax, chill out, read a book, have a couple of drinks, round the pool.
And do you know what? If I was here on holiday, I would have the perfect book to recommend because we both read it around about Summer Pride this year.
Yeah.
Death at the Yumbo Centre.
Amazing.
Highly recommend that. So if anybody's listening or watching and you are coming to Maspalomas for Pride and you want a book that's easy to read, that's quite camp, that's quite fun and is all based in the area, Death at the Yumbo Centre is the book.
Yeah. By D.M. Pickersgill. And Darren was actually one of our clients for a little while there as well.
Yes, he came on board for our 3-month programme.
Yeah.
We got really good results.
Brilliant results. Yeah, and his book's doing brilliantly because every week, obviously, at his check-in, we would talk about his fitness stuff, but we talk about how well the book's doing as well. And like you said, it's so familiar to people if people have been to Maspalomas, the Yumbo Centre, but the amount of twists in the book is just like, it keeps you hooked on it. So if you're coming over Winter Pride, grab a copy, get it downloaded onto your Kindle because it's a good read.
I really enjoyed particularly the second half of the book because it's so fast paced and everything comes together and it does keep you wondering who done it.
Who done it?
It's a pretty good book and I think based in the Yumbo Centre as well, there are very familiar locations.
Yeah.
Although for legal reasons, because he didn't want to get sued by Disney and Hanna-Barbera. No, I think for legal reasons he's changed the names of the venues, but
Yeah.
you kind of know what they are.
Yeah. One of my favourites is Construction is changed to, I will give it away because it's a great name.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows Construction, which a lot of people will do that are listening, it's a fab name.
Yeah. And there is a drag bar that features called Rockies, and you can probably guess which drag bar in the Yumbo that is. You just need to change one vowel. But yeah, no, it's a really, really good read. Thoroughly enjoyed it and would highly recommend. It's the perfect book to read by the pool.
and hopefully there'll be a follow-up.
Yeah, definitely. So I think, listen, we have talked enough about our gallivanting at Winter Pride.
Yes.
Anybody who's not coming to Winter Pride, who's listening or watching this, is going to
Major FOMO.
major FOMO. So what I would say is they can keep an eye on our socials this week. We're just at outlift.ing for everything, and we'll be sharing plenty of content this week, no doubt.
Absolutely, yes.
So we have reached the fitness section of the podcast, and today, instead of fitness, we're going to talk about some nutrition stuff.
Yeah.
So following on from a post that we put on Instagram and TikTok this week, which was titled
How to dish the dish. Dish the dish.
You've just turned that into a tongue twister, it really
No,
isn't.
you put me on the spot there.
It's called Ditch the Douche.
Ditch the dish. It's very difficult to say. I know we love alliteration in our posts, but dish the dish. Dish the dirt on the dish.
Ditch the Douche. So it was about, it was highlighting 5 foods that are high in fiber
Yes, that was
to
it.
help you have cleaner movements so that you don't need to rely on a douche quite so much if you are a guy who bottoms.
Yeah.
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 That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. And do you know what? 31 people have saved that. So we think, like, actually saved the post
On Instagram.
on Instagram. Yeah.
There's even more on TikTok as well.
So we think it's been very useful, which we love, because we love putting content out there that people are going to make use of.
Yes. Yeah, it got a really good reaction, actually. I was surprised because that kind of static carousel content that's educational that we put out every now and again doesn't really perform as well as when we put videos and things out, but that did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good reaction to that on both platforms.
Obviously, a lot of people saw value in it, which is good.
Yeah, people are fed up of douching.
Yes.
I designed that post and put it up, and when I was designing it, it was big title, Ditch the Douche, and it's got a picture of you, and I thought to myself, I wonder, are people going to think that I'm announcing that I've broken up with you? So I then thought, I'll put, like,
So this is the first time I've heard this, by the way.
so that's why I illustrated a little picture of a bulb douche with an X to it, so people didn't think I was talking about you.
Thank God. I was like, newsflash.
Newsflash. Yeah. So yeah, I think that had quite a funny cover, so it encouraged people to swipe through, and then they actually did learn something from it as well about fiber, and just even the simple process of adding some different foods into their diet that can help just increase the fiber intake.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important because not getting enough fiber in your diet is actually a known problem in a lot of Western countries. And one of the things that quite a lot of people actually messaged us directly on Instagram through DM was about keeping the skin on your kiwis. I've always eaten my kiwis with the skin on, and it's actually really, really nice, but people are like, ugh, but try it. It's really tasty. You can just eat it like an apple. That's the way I eat it.
So what I will say is, you got me to try this, and at first I had like a little bit of a sensory thing about it. I didn't like it, and I've kind of got used to it now. So after a couple of kiwis, it's fine. It's fine. I put worse in my mouth.
I was actually thinking that. That's like, I'm not going to say it.
I have. It's not even a joke. Why are you laughing? So in that post, we covered, I think it was apples, kiwis, lentils, chickpeas, and avocados, which all have considerable amounts of fiber and can really help. But one of the comments that we got under that post was somebody saying that when they increase their fiber intake, it doesn't help them. It makes it worse. And I think we wanted to focus on that and talk about that, because they described, might be going into graphic detail here, but they described their bowel movements as clay-like when they increase the fiber intake. So I thought it was maybe good to talk about this because this is something that people experience.
Yeah. And we actually experienced that when we went plant-based for the first time, because we actually did it during Veganuary, coming up 8 years now, will it be?
Yeah, so it was in 2018, January 2018.
Yeah. And on the Sunday, we went out for our last meat feast, if you like, which was disgusting because we had the meat sweats and everything. It was horrible.
Ordered everything on the menu that had meat.
Yeah. We went to one of our favourite places in Glasgow, which unfortunately is no longer there. And then on the Monday, we went fully vegan. and there wasn't a transition period, and we increased obviously our fiber probably
Overnight.
yeah
Manyfold.
and we found that we had some real digestion issues because of that sudden increase in fiber.
Yes, what I'll say is for the first few weeks, I felt really bloated. It wasn't nice. It was a really uncomfortable feeling, pressure, and I wasn't regular with things, and it wasn't a nice feeling. But we kind of figured out the missing part of the ingredient for us was we needed to increase our water
Yeah.
intake as well.
Yeah, increase in fiber equals increase in water.
Yeah, because basically fiber almost acts like a sponge. It binds everything together in your gut, and it's really, really good for keeping things moving along for your gut motility. But you do need to increase your water intake.
Yeah, and can I say this was before we were PTs as well?
Yes.
So we did know about this kind of stuff, really.
Yeah. So interestingly, I went on a yoga retreat in Bali a couple of years ago, as you know, and I think there was maybe like 22, 23 people at this retreat, but all of the food was vegan. Everything was absolutely vegan. And I think me and two others were plant-based and everybody else wasn't. They were all omnivores and they found it really difficult.
Yeah,
And I actually lost count of how many people came to me that week, just kind of to the side and quietly said, I'm really, I'm feeling very bloated. I'm not feeling too good. I think it's this vegan food. Like you're plant-based, aren't you? So how do you cope with it? And every one of them, I said, drink more water.
Yeah.
And every one of them came back to me the next day and said, that's it. That's fixed it.
flushed out at me.
Flushed out. So yeah, I think in a way they were basically trying to low-key say, I've had a good,
Yeah.
I've had a toilet blocker.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that is key to it. I think making sure that you're increasing your water intake as you increase your fiber intake is absolutely crucial.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It could also be the case though that the foods that you're introducing to your diet maybe don't agree with your digestive system. There is always a kind of a bedding in period when you change your diet. So you might get a little bit over the first week or two just while things change. But if it persists, it might just be that you have an intolerance to that food as well.
Yeah.
So that could be it too.
Yeah.
But what I would maybe say as well is if these things persist and you've tried elimination, you've tried increasing your water intake and you've been patient with it, the alternative is as well, maybe that might be a sign that you need to seek medical advice from a doctor.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because we can give you the knowledge that we have, but obviously we're not medical professionals. So it's always best if you're having issues beyond the stuff that we talk about, then definitely go and seek out some medical advice.
Yeah. But I have to say, because obviously we eat a lot, like copious amounts of fiber in our diet because we eat a lot of fruit and veg. We don't eat any meat. Everything, quite a lot of what we do is just freshly prepared and quite a lot of raw fruit and veg too. So we get copious amounts of fiber in our diet and we are very used to it now. And it really does help because
We're very regular.
you can set your watch. I know exactly what time of the morning it is by the sound of Alan at the bathroom door.
Come on now, that's TMI. TMI.
Yeah, it is good, but there is a bit of a trial and error with it, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. Not just, I mean, the ditch the douche thing was just a bit of an attention grabber for our
Demographic.
our demographic on social media. But there are so many other benefits to this as well in life. Good gut motility. It helps with brain fog. It helps clear that up. It just helps you have more energy, makes you feel better about yourself. And it just in general, it is better. So we'd recommend it for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this is the health and fitness section. In the past couple of weeks, we've spoken more about the fitness side of stuff in terms of exercises and exercising, but nutrition is a huge, huge part of that as well. So if anybody has any questions about nutrition, then drop us a DM on Instagram. We're always happy to answer the questions there. But also, if you want us to cover anything nutrition-wise on the podcast as well, drop us a message again on Instagram.
Yeah, we also, so we've set up an email address specifically for the podcast.
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch, they can also do it by email. to podcast@outlift.ing. That's good.
All right, well done. You did that during the week as well.
I did that during the week. I've been a busy little beaver.
Yeah.
So yeah, they can get in contact by DM on Instagram or by email and suggest topics, ask questions, give feedback, whatever it is. We love to hear all about it, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. And remember, the Outlifting Lounge is just part of what we do. It's part of Outlifting, which is the business that Alan and I run together. We help gay, bi, and trans men transform their bodies and minds and help them build unstoppable confidence through fitness, nutrition, wellness, and accountability coaching. So if that is something that you feel you could benefit from, we do offer free, no obligation consultation video chats where you can talk to one of us about the service and see if it's the right fit for you. You can get in contact with us through Instagram. You can check out our videos and our content there. That's at outlift.ing. It's the same handle on TikTok. And you can visit our website, which is outlift.ing.
We're going to be doing some amazing Black Friday deals this month, so keep an eye out on our social channels for all the details. We're going to be putting out loads of content, and if you don't follow us yet on our social channels, you can get us at outlift.ing.
Thank you very much for listening. We have been the Outlifting Lounge. Remember, we have got new episodes every Sunday. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music.
And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and keep up with the conversation.
But for now, over and outlifting.